Hey guys, I'm Brett.
Sandy.
We started back school this week, which means we're both back full-time work. I'm back on the bus and working full-time at the shop. Ain't got a whole lot done. Trying to get used to being gone longer and nobody here at the house during the day. So as far as work in the garden, just kind of come to almost to a standstill other than picking it. It's still doing good. We're still getting a lot of things. Now the tomatoes slowed down. I think I've got enough to do about 8 quarts this weekend. That'll put us at 60 quarts of tomato juice. Still getting lots of okra. The stick beans have made a comeback. I've got about a gallon and a half of them. Gallon and a half off of them. There's probably another half gallon to a gallon needs to be picked right now. The pink eye purple hulls, they came back. They're starting to produce a lot. The first little row of beans, they're not going to do much. I hope to turn them into seed. We got onion seeds planted. We've got cucumbers and more squash planted. Put squash in the garden the other day. I put 7 plants 2 evenings ago, right before it rained, right after it rained. We're fixing to start planting lettuce and cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower. We're really hoping to have our hoop house up by October. Lord willing, the creeks don't rise, huh?
Yep.
What else we got going? We still got cantaloupe. Got a little watermelon that's trying to grow again. I've got 4 watermelons off of it. They probably planted too close. Everything crammed together. We're going to try to change that again next year. We tried to grow too many things again. We always do. I always try to plant less. I always say I'm going back to the basics. I'm only going to plant the basic items. We wind up with 15 or 16 items in a very small garden. 18, I don't know. I lose count. I don't know what all we got out there.
I have no idea. We plucked, replanted, moved around. I can't keep up.
We're going to try some onion seed this year and start it. Well, it's already started. It's already come up. Already germinated and made small onions already, but we're going to try planting it this fall and let it grow in the hoop house all winter. We normally put onions in about November, December and put them in plastic and let them grow all winter long. We thought we'd try something a little different. I haven't found any onion bulbs or onion sets yet, but I'm hoping one of the stores will have them before too long. I'd like to have a few more. We were discussing that today in one of the groups on Facebook. They're hard to find right now this time of year, but there's a few somewhere I know. I think we got about 60 plugs of onions. A couple dozen cucumbers to put out where I cleaned up the cucumber patch. You've seen the video the other day, we cleaned that out. I still ain't got the onion patch cleaned. We got about 3/4 of it. Getting behind. Too much to do during the day. I've been to the garden and picked peppers and okra and tomatoes and looked at the cantaloupes and looked at the bell peppers. I've been getting a lot of bell pepper. If you've seen one of our last Porch talks, we was discussing how the bell pepper got planted too close to the jalapenos, and they're all hot now. Really hot bell pepper. You don't need a jalapeno with it. You need the bell pepper in a meal and it'll heat it up. But we're getting lots of them. They're starting to turn red and they're real pretty. It is dangerous when you cut them up. If you rub your eyes or your face or any other part of your body. Of course, our dog's having the bark now because we're outside talking on the camera.
Oh, it sounds like 2 cats fighting in the back there. You may be cheering them on, reckon.
Probably.
Hard to get back in the swing of things. I got tired.
And we've been moving bleachers and goal posts the last 2 days for the football field.
They got a game tonight.
Our little football field is also the baseball field. We have to swap it back and forth. We don't have enough room or enough land, I guess, to have a football field and a baseball field. So our little county high school is kind of locked off with roads all the way around it. We pull the bleachers off the softball field and put them onto the baseball field, and they strap the baseball field out to be a football field. In the spring, we'll have to swap it all back. It's a good day's work to move everything.
You know, it just made me realize you got a big baseball field. You put the football field in the middle of it.
It's a big field.
And it's just trying to get up and get out and going, and I'm used to coming in and sleeping when I wanted to, taking a nap when I wanted to. Now I gotta stay awake all day.
I'm going before 6 o'clock on the bus. I leave out before 6 o'clock on the bus. Start picking up kids a little after 6 o'clock. It's 4:15 or later before I get back here. Sometimes 4:30. Kind of cuts down on the gardening fun.
Yeah.
Plus I work at the maintenance shop all day, and some days we got a pretty hefty day, and some days we don't.
I hang out with kids all day.
I'd rather ride the tractor. Even on 2 wheels, I'd rather ride the tractor.
They're cool. The little adults that's trying to figure out how to be adults.
No, I'm not cut out to be a teacher. I'm not cut out to work in a school all day long. 2.5, 3 hours on the bus is all I want. We was talking about it'd be nice if kids was taught life skills again. Taught the basic things. Technology's good, I guess, in a lot of ways, but we've got a generation, probably more than one generation now, that couldn't raise their own food, probably can't fix their own vehicle or repair their own house.
Because we've gone to the society that says, oh, let's pay somebody else to do it for us instead of doing it for ourselves.
Even our children, they're not interested really in gardening.
It's a lot of work.
We built our daughter a garden, son-in-law. They used it for a while, but it slowly went out. I think they got tired of the fight. The weeds do the fight every year. It's a hard fight. I don't usually win, but I battle it as long as I can.
The rain stops and the sun comes out, and then dry weather starts taking everything down. It just gets to the point where you say nothing else is growing, and it takes somebody who eats, breathes, and sleeps gardening like you do to keep going once it gets to this point. A lot of people just turn their gardens under now.
Yeah.
Instead of continuing trying on.
I've seen some around here that's already been turned under. They've already plowed them up. We don't give up around here. We fight all the way to frost. If we get our hoop house built, we're going to fight a little longer. But it's going to be easier stuff. It ain't going to be like putting beans and okra and all that stuff up. You'll have a salad patch inside the building, more or less. I don't know how long it'll last. We're not going to put no heat in this thing. We're just going to let the sun heat it. If it dies, I guess. But we got to have a break anyway, because we're going to start back about February planting seeds. We're going to make a spot in the house next to the heater and plant seeds this year. We somewhat used it last year, but we didn't really have a spot designated, and it wound up being seedlings all over the house. trying to keep them warm, keep light on them. I hope to build something this year to keep the light on better. Build some shelves and some lights. It's nice to have the garden out when the weather breaks. Instead of planting seeds in the garden, when the weather breaks, we plant plants. We go from no garden to a full garden in a week or two. There's actually a family on my bus route I see do that. They plant everything in planters, propagation trays, or I don't know what all they use, but 1 week they don't have a garden, the weather breaks, and within 2 weeks they've got a full garden. They've got everything you can imagine, including corn. I don't know if they grow everything in them pots or not, but if the corn's coming up, it's the fastest growing corn I've ever seen, because it's not up on a Friday and the next week it's foot tall. But they've grown seeds for years and sowed plants and produce. They're very good at what they do. We just try really hard.
That sinus medicine is kicking my hind end.
Doing a drill is working.
It's this weather. I mean, one week you get 50s and 60s, and the next week you're back to 90s. And I about decided it's probably because we got so used to all the fresh air being outside this summer. I go back into the building and oh, my sinuses are all chugged up. And take a medicine. Took me one. I'm like, oh. I'm doing the head bob thing now.
I'll just
I was talking to one of the students on your bus today about our conversation on how you're watching all these kids graduate high school that you've carried on the bus for so many years. She said, he really remembers my first day of school. I said, yes, he does. She thought that was pretty cool that you remembered her first day of school.
You know, they really do become your kids.
You get protective of them.
You don't take long.
That senior class I got this year,
I got a whole bunch of kids.
the senior class they just graduated in May. I've watched them grow up. And this year's senior class, I have really watched grow up. Because they're only a couple years above our son. And it's not going to be but a couple years when he graduates. We're going to have known the whole them from preschool up. She asked me if you thought you'd be still driving the bus when she graduated. I said, probably. Who knows? I said, but it'd be hard to watch you graduate. She looked at me and goes, why would it be hard to watch me graduate? And I said, well, he can remember the first day when you could barely step up on the bottom step of his bus. And then to watch you step off of it the last time, to go off into bigger, better things. I said, it's like you watched you grow up. And you get attached, especially when you're in a small community like we are, where, you know.
I scared the bus over for more than one of them children. Fitted out in the road where they could step up easier. If they wouldn't be on the side of the road, they could actually step on the pavement and then step up on the bus if their legs were so short.
Pretty cool.
I pointed in, I guess it was Tuesday. We pulled into the parking lot in the school bus. Everybody was moving around. She said, that right there looks familiar to you. Does that look familiar to you? And I said, yeah, I know who it is. It's one we used to haul. Remember, we used to take him over here and drop him off. She's like, I can't believe that's that child. He's all grown up.
Yeah.
He's tall and slim. He was 3 or 4 years old last time I had him on the school bus. He was barely big enough, but they pretty much had to pick him up, set him on it. I think a few of them got away with being 3 and a half or almost 4. They little bitty anyway.
Well, one of our schools does a 3-year preschool. You can come as a 3-year-old. they just have a lot of requirements and their day isn't as long. I have to jump through a bunch of different hoops to get in that one. But you know, I guess in a way we do both of them. You do gardening or working with kids. You're still planting a seed and continuing on. We've had some front porch talks and stuff. And then we've had how-to gardens. Never stop learning.
I hope to do an actual garden video this weekend. You can actually get some time Saturday to get out with a camera and walk around. We're just playing catch up this week. Time I get off the bus, get stuff off, we pick something to eat. I run the garden, pick it, it's getting dark.
Like it's doing right now.
Yep. Yep. I hope you enjoyed this. Like or comment or subscribe or give us a little encouragement, I guess, to keep us going. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get out and make videos and do all this and try to do the things you got to do in normal life. Hope y'all have a good evening. God bless.